Title: Karma and Remorse for Unfaithful Fiancé. I confronted her, and she confessed that she had no idea who the father was. She had hoped I would step in and support them. She wept for hours, promising to do anything to make amends. So, please inform your audience that they need to consult a lawyer because this kind of situation requires legal assistance. Hello friends. We're back with another subscriber story. If you have a story to share, send it to Lessons from Life. I'll display the email on the screen. Lessons from Life. Whether it's a humorous tale, an experience where you overcame something challenging, a decision you regret and want to warn others about, or a choice you made correctly and want to highlight as an example, your story could help someone. Even if just one person benefits, it's worth it. So go ahead and email your stories to that address. You saw the title, so let's dive in. The subject is Mom's Guidance Saved My Life. Long post ahead. Hi Lessons from Life, I'd like to remain anonymous. I've been a subscriber for about a month, so I'll get straight to the point. As the title suggests, my mom's advice was crucial in saving my life. I'm now 30 years old, standing 6'4", weighing around 200 pounds, and in good shape. I was recently in an 8-year relationship with a woman who claimed to be a model. Yes, she was incredibly attractive with impressive features, but she wasn't a professional model. I met her in college when she was more of a nerd, always reaching out to assist me with projects I didn't actually need help on. However, I sensed her true intentions. She hung out with stunning girls who were more into partying, but she was a virgin. Hearing about their escapades influenced her desire to have sex for the first time. I found her very appealing and eventually asked her out to dinner, even though I couldn't afford it at the time. Thankfully, my mom supported me and helped cover the costs. Growing up, my mom always emphasized 2 key rules to my brother and me. First, never marry without a prenup, and second, never sign a birth certificate without a DNA test. Fast forward a few years, my girlfriend began gaining a lot of confidence as her body transformed and her social circle expanded. She started partying more and became interested in fashion. At first, I didn't see a major issue, but then she began to belittle me, disrespect me, and even hit me because she knew I wouldn't retaliate. She also went through my phone and deleted all female contacts except my mom's. I tolerated this behavior from 2013 to 2018 simply because I loved her. She was there for me when I had nothing, and she was undeniably beautiful. At the start of 2019, my perspective began to change. I proposed to her, and she reverted to her old self. She also revealed that she was pregnant. 2 weeks after my proposal, we set the wedding date for March 2020, and the twins were due in February. These were incredibly hectic times due to my job as a cult developer for a Fortune 500 company. I had a crucial business trip to Abu Dhabi in February, and the virus stranded me there, causing me to miss the twins' birth. She wasn't upset because if I had stayed, I would have secured a significant salary increase with a promotion. Upon my return, my mom immediately suggested a DNA test, which I took. Since the wedding was still on, she kept pushing for the prenup. 2 weeks before the wedding, the DNA results confirmed the twins weren't mine. I confronted her, and she admitted to having a threesome with 2 men while out clubbing. She didn't know who the father was and had hoped I would take responsibility for the children. She cried for hours, promising to do anything to fix things. I told her I needed time alone to think and sent her to her mother's for a few weeks, allowing me to go through her phone. I discovered messages where she was telling another man she was getting married and couldn't see him as much, and another to a friend saying, "I'm not signing any prenup." While she was at her mother's, I packed up all her belongings and sent them there as well. She still called me daily, leaving apologies in her voicemails and texts for her actions. I finally responded, informing her that I had received a significant promotion and that she had ruined everything for herself and her children. Her mother had kicked her out, and she was now sleeping on a friend's floor with her kids. I couldn't be more grateful for my mom. Thanks for reading, and I'm sorry for the lengthy post. I needed to share this. Keep up the great work. Wow, let me share my thoughts. Another one for the books. He wasn't the father. Smart move getting that DNA test before marriage. If he hadn't, he might have been stuck in a difficult situation. Kudos to his mom for the advice. It's unfortunate but fortunate at the same time. He got a big promotion and avoided wasting money on someone unfaithful with children that weren't his. He learned a valuable lesson about not ignoring red flags because of someone's appearance. Hopefully, this experience has made him stronger. Salute to his mom and to him for moving forward. Thanks for sharing this story, I really enjoyed it. Salute, man. Guys, let's look at another email. Alright, here's the second email. Subject, not legal advice for men who aren't the father, Texas edition. Dear Lessons from Life, my wife and I are both former divorce attorneys in Texas and we love your channel. A bit about us, we ran a practice together for 12 years before becoming state prosecutors. She prosecutes pedophiles and handles child protective cases, removing children from abusive homes. Together, we have over 20 years of experience in Texas family law and were trained by a nearly 40-year board-certified family law expert. We've noticed many of your stories involve fathers discovering they aren't the biological parents. Please note this advice is specific to Texas as family law varies by state. Our first recommendation for deceived fathers is to contact a family lawyer with extensive experience in their state immediately. In Texas, paternity fraud is addressed under Family Code Section 161.005. There is a remedy for fathers who were deceived. If they were ordered to pay child support, they cannot reclaim that money, but future child support can be terminated along with parental rights. The father must prove the fraud, which can be done with a genetic test. Importantly, before the court finalizes the termination of the parental relationship, the father can request periods of possession or access to the child. Even after terminating the relationship, he won't be required to pay child support. The court will decide if denying access would significantly harm the child's physical or emotional well-being. Courts may also mandate that the child sees a qualified mental health professional at the mother's expense. In Texas, men who have acted as fathers can still maintain a role in the child's life if they choose. Most states have similar laws, so please inform your viewers to consult a lawyer, as this process is highly technical and cannot be done without legal help. Feel free to share this on your channel, but make sure to state that it is not legal advice because you're not an attorney and the information only applies to Texas. We're writing from personal accounts, and due to the sensitive nature of our current roles in child protective services, please do not use our names if you share this on your channel. We are just your friendly Texas neighborhood family law attorneys. Keep up the great work. Nice PS. Thanks for reading. We listen to your channel every night and have been married for 17 years. We know you hear a lot, but believe us, we've heard worse. Wow, let me share my thoughts. As they mentioned, this isn't legal advice, but for men in Texas dealing with paternity issues, this is crucial information. Thanks for sending this in. I've seen people ask about removing their names from birth certificates after discovering they're not the biological father. It was a lawyer who shared his experience in a previous story. He got his kids tested and removed his name from the birth certificate. If you remember that story, I might reach out via email to get more details on how he did it and which state he's in. Salute to the attorneys for this valuable information. It's very relevant to our recent discussions. If you're in Texas or elsewhere, the first step is to contact an experienced family lawyer immediately. Thanks again for sending this in, I really appreciate it. And wow, you've been married for 17 years and still listen to my channel. If you have more stories, feel free to share them. Guys, share your thoughts on both emails in the comments. Let me know what you think about the first and second emails. If you have a story to share, send it to Lessons from Life. I'll display the email on the screen. Lessons from Life. Catch you all in the next video.